How's it going, folks? Markets are down today despite the Fed rate cut that we were waiting for and we were expecting. But once again, we called the bottom to the space of just a couple of dollars. I want to show you this trade first of all, because I think it is pretty cool how we called this move once again. If you caught yesterday's video, you will know I was eyeing up 108K for the bottom of this potential sell-off. And it came in here on the Coinbase chart at $107,876, so just below that 108K level. That was, of course, the point of control from this fixed range volume profile that we drew in here on the chart from the bottom of the move down after that massive historic $19 billion liquidation event to where we are right now. So that is a fixed range volume profile from the lows to present, and the point of control, that is the part or the price of the chart where the most volume was exchanged, came in at 108K. These can make for very clear places for the market to bounce because it is where liquidity lies. Now, we knew that this move was once again driven by liquidations in the market, and you can see here on CoinGlass over $600 million worth of liquidations over the last 24 hours. What set us over the edge? Well, we did get the Fed rate cut decision that we were expecting, 25 basis points. And you can see, as well as Bitcoin being down, S&P also down on the day. Now, the reason for that is not because of the rate cut. The rate cut was pretty much priced in because we knew from looking at FedWatch, that was about a 98% certainty that we were going to get the 25 basis point rate cut. So markets most likely reacted to that already. What is important is Fed Chair Powell's comments about further rate cuts going into the rest of the year. So in his own words, he said that a further rate cut at the December meeting was far from a foregone conclusion. So unfortunately, what he's doing with that statement is basically quashing hopes of further rate cuts going into the rest of the year. And you can see now on FedWatch, we've got just a 70% chance of a further 25 basis point rate cut in December. But for the immediate, I've added to that position. We've gone in with another 0.1 BTC, bringing the whole position size up to 1 Bitcoin total. Currently down 2 grand on that, but the average price has come down to 113K. Now, I do expect us to keep on bouncing, and that is because of where the short liquidation risk now lies in the market. That's stacked up on the daily now to over $1 billion worth of short liquidation risk. And as we know, when short positions become liquidated, that means that the exchange is buying Bitcoin on the market. So if that is happening rapidly, all at once, in surprise, as those traders are forced out of those positions, that means that demand spikes rapidly and buying happens on the market. And that can further precipitate this bounce that we're seeing right now. But as always, just what I'm looking at, just my thoughts. Nothing I say should be considered financial advice. Purely my opinion, purely for entertainment purposes. Thank you so much for watching. Plenty more to come. Catch you in the next one. Bye.